All right, ladies and gentlemen, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. As you guys are tuning in, be sure to hit that thumbs up, and if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. So today in this one, we're going to be talking about how we were able to make just over $2,800 in about an hour and a half day trading in the stock market. So hit that thumbs up, grab your popcorn. We'll talk about our disclaimer a little later in the video. Grab your popcorn. Let's jump straight into it. Okay, so as usual, I gathered up my watch list stocks and started the day from there. So I'll show you guys here in the alert section in the chat room where we keep every watch list going back for months and years here. You guys can always come back if you're ever doing back testing and or research to find the hot stocks that was traded on those particular days. In today's case, we had WOK, JTAI, XOS, and a few others, right? Shout out to Momo Pro, by the way. Momo Pro, this is where I get my watch list from every single day, right? XOS, you guys will see one of the hot stocks here, still holding up its levels, up 98%, currently with 94 million shares of volume, 2.7 million shares in the float. The float, aka shares available for the public to trade, very low in comparison to the volume that was traded. This is why we can see such an imbalance to the buy side, and this stock can essentially squeeze up this aggressively. All right. So our relative volume very high compared to previous days. That's exactly the recipe that we need to see a stock be able to be strong, squeeze, and potentially get to new levels, new highs. So that's how we found the stocks. Now let's jump straight into the trades that we took to get ourselves going. We're going to start off with WOK, and then we're going to make our way from there. The WOK, if we pull this one up, you guys will see in pre-market, we started off here, and let's zoom out a little bit. We started off around, what's this, 360s? Actually, in after hours from yesterday, really. Pushed up from around 230. We had highs around 241, pulled back, curled up here into today's levels, and did pretty well. This was a pretty decent move into the open here. You know, at 7 a.m. it started off, 8 a.m. kept going strong, sideways consolidation. And ideally, this is what we want out of a stock, is an uptrending move before it decides to sell off. And this is a good reminder why we don't hold positions past our stop, is because, I mean, just look at the devastation here. Hopefully there's no one holding this, and there probably is, because you know it happens to people, at least not in our community, hopefully not in our community, holding this down here, because it's brutal. You have to cut the losses, right? Sometimes what happens to people, they're watching this thing, it's a nice A quality setup, they're looking for the flat top breakout and the extended move up to 650, $7, $8, and sometimes they don't hold up, and you might be thinking, hey, I'm going to buy the pullback here and this thing is going to bounce right back up, and sometimes it just doesn't, and you got to keep a tight stop, cut the trade where you have to cut the trade, get out of there, because this is the results when it doesn't hold, and some of these days it's just a mess. But anyhow, in terms of where we were able to get green, so there was a red to green that took place here. Initial highs were at 509. We pulled back to a low of 460, and then we had a massive red to green, and I underestimated the stock into this area here. I thought, let's just say I didn't think it was going to be this strong, and so I didn't jump in right away. This thing curled up. The 1 minute candle made the new high here over 8. I was at 87. Yeah, over 87, and just absolutely took off. Absolutely took off. So I didn't come up until this area here. So we had the high of 550, low of 24. Right here is where I started to trade it. And really and truly, I got going when we broke over 550 for the flat top. So this is at 9:37 a.m. I can show you guys the log here. 9:37 a.m. 9:37 a.m. You guys will see that I'm long in this trade. Let's see. I'm in at 54, out at 84, 3,000 shares. It's about a $900 trade to start the day here, which is pretty good. But I wasn't able to really make a ton of progress from here, right? We had the pullback. I went up to about 1,200, trying to buy low, sell a little higher. Ended up dipping down all the way to 43. And I was very small size in the pullback, very skeptical because, when you get this type of huge extensions, are we going to see, and by the way, let me pull up my drawing tool, right? Are we going to see Christmas tree, or is this thing going to hold up? Because sometimes you get a huge Christmas tree here, meaning, and let's get rid of this for now. Let's get rid of these. Meaning the stock would go up like this, try to consolidate to make the next move, but instead come right back down and sell off all the way. So I was very skeptical of this pullback here going lower, and I didn't want to use size, but it ended up holding up here at bottom. Nice V-shape red to green. And this is where things got interesting. We had a flat top. We had a 100,000 share seller, and in every consolidation, are we going to go up or are we going to go down? And this one just, once it decided to pull back here, it was just cooked. This thing was finished. This was just no chance at all. And really and truly, once again, hopefully nobody here got caught holding this thing past their stop, because what can happen is that people might say, what, this thing has to bounce. And they're going to say, what, I'm going to buy more right here. I'm going to buy big. And if it just bounces a little bit because I bought big, my average is going to get back in gear and I can make some money or get out flat right here. But then if you buy big and then it goes down some more, maybe you say, what, I'm going to buy big again. And then it only gives this small baby bounce. And your average cost perhaps is probably still, maybe up here, right? Maybe up here in this range. And then you're stuck again. And then this is how you can wipe out an account as you're selling, or maybe even still holding, right? And then it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop till 85 cents. This I don't know if this was an offering. This might have been a secondary offering. This is that is not good. We don't like to see that. That's traders at all. Even if the stock sells off, as a momentum trader or a long bias trader, I don't want to see this, man. This is short seller's dream. So that was W. Okay. Right, now down 50%. And by the way, this is why we don't always see the stocks still high up on the scans, because a lot of times they sell right off, right? So moving on to STAI, and then we'll look over the hot stock in XOS. So again, at our highs up 1,200, and then we gave back half. STAI, let's pull up the let's pull up the show trades here. I can't even remember where I was getting in. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, now my memory is coming back to me. So I think I went up about 600 on this stock. I went up about 600, trading this range here as we finally broke out. So if I zoom out a little bit, you guys will see it pushed up and we had some issues in this big zone. When it broke out of this channel, I started to trade this uptrend here and try to manage the consolidation for the next leg up. And we did a fairly decent job for the most part, except for the fact that there was a trade where we could have been in much more aggressively and we were not. And so that was a bit of an issue for us. I think we could have done a better job being more aggressive. I believe it was right here in this area. We bottom ticked the dip here, right? So again, another consolidation, very small here, but still the same concept applies. Are we gonna go up or are we gonna go down? And so I'm already in right here, miraculously, because sometimes it's so difficult to get this bottom, right? I'm in like seasoning, letting it soak. But sadly, I don't buy with ultra aggression right here. And we let this thing go only for a small win. I think this happened to us twice today. And again, the consolidation at this point, and this is where you have to be careful, man, because sometimes, you know, you might be buying here, you might be buying here, you might be buying here, thinking, hey, I'm gonna be in at 480, right? Because 480 right here, I'm gonna be in at 480, and I'm gonna look for the bounce back to 5, and I'm only risking 5-10 cents, 75, 70 worst case scenario, and then you blink, and the freaking stock is at 455. Man, and I got cooked. I got cooked right here because I ended up buying till up here, and I got caught all the way down here. So this is how I ended up going to red, because I was up 600. I lost almost like 700-800 in one trade. Just brutal. And then you can see the same thing happened over here. Actually, no. I got caught on this. I avoided this one. I got caught here. This is the one I got caught on. I got caught on this one. So we had it. Yeah, this is even more sad because we broke the resistance. We broke this resistance finally, and you know, we pulled back into it. Can this previous resistance become support? I bought right here, looking for the bounce eventually, and I stopped out all the way down here at 70. Got cooked. And I can show you guys. Maybe I could have stopped out sooner. I'll show you guys this loss here from my trading today. Let's pull it up. By the way, for those of you guys who are students, you guys can always feel free to check out the library of the live trading archives. Another reason why we have so many successful students, because we post videos like this to the classes. The value is beyond great. 11:17 a.m. 11:07. I even have a video of me making 17,000 up there, right? 11:17 a.m. Oh, yeah, right here. So you can see I'm up 700 at one point. And then I'm going to get cooked. I'm trying here because, again, I think we should be seeing support. I'm looking to keep it tight. It flushes down to 94. I'm going to buy. And I'm going to buy once it gets closer to 5 because I'm thinking it's going to rip back up over the level. I'm going to buy again right here. And the moment I'm buying, you can see it's actually coming down. So I should have tried to get out of this as quickly as I possibly could. And I'm in. I sold one. I sold one at like 94 already. It's now showing on screen. And I should have sold both. I should have sold both. And look at this flush right here. Man. You hate to see it, man. You just hate to see it. Look at my unrealized P&L. I'm already cooked. The 600, 500 gain that was here is gone. 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 Red. Got ranksed. And just like that, it happens fast. One moment you're green, you're feeling good about where you are in the stock. 639. You're feeling pretty good. You're looking for the bounce back over the level right here. In my mind, I was thinking my stop was going to be like 95, worst case scenario. And then one moment later, I'm wrecked. I'm devastated. I'm in the slums. In the gallows. But, as you guys know, every good superhero story has a redemption arc. And so whilst we took a loss at the end of the day and we still had a pretty decent day, there was still a lot of things we could have done better. And let's list them out right now. We're gonna come back to the things we did well, but in terms of what we could have done better, we got distracted at least 3 times throughout the morning where I lost focus and missed key trades because of it. And it happened in areas where the stock was in the consolidation and I got somewhat lackadaisical, took my feet off the gas, And it's like almost like the market just waited for me to do that, because in three key areas, I missed maybe over $1.50 move. I mean, it just, it's tough sometimes when you make these mistakes. One of the times there was a key dip, and I was excited about the trade, so much so, and I'm like, hey, let me see if Marcelo caught it. Just out of excitement, I go to watch Marcelo's stream in the chat. I look back, the stock is up into the moon already, right? And I'm like, why did I take the time away? I can easily go back and watch, a trade from Marcelo from the archives library. I can easily do that at any time of the day when I'm studying. But in the moment, it was not the time, man, not the time or place. So that's something I got to keep in mind. Just stay focused, pay attention, and I could have done better, right? So other than that, there was two areas where I could have used more size, as in like could have tripled my day kind of size. We just got to go for it, man. It's there for the taking, and I'm seeing it in my mind. Tomorrow might just very well be the first day we capture it nicely. So we've been trading extremely well these last 2 days. Yesterday, just a bit of a fumble. Today, we're right back on track. The mindset is as great as it's ever been. We feel great about where the year is. We're going to improve. We're going to get better. And we're keeping with the rule of small size the first 5 to 10 minutes until we really get an obvious stock to help increase our longevity and to help decrease the red days, because a lot of our red days start earlier in the morning and then snowball from there. So we're actively putting things in place to be better. And I think it's been way too long for me since I've really done this. Sometimes you start to feel like you get too good and you slack off on the foundation of your rules and you get sloppy. That's exactly what's happened to me here to start this year. Great end to last year, November, December, monster months. Feeling on top of the world, slack off. Market is right here to remind you who's boss. So let's not be complacent. Let's always try to find ways to be marginally better, exponentially better, wherever you are in your career. As a trader, let's push forward. So all in all, successful day, but definitely things we could have done better. I still have to keep working on dips. So for now, I'm going to stick to the small size on dips. But we have to get to a place where we can take dips with monster size and really be a complete trader. But it's definitely going to take time. It's going to be a work in progress. Other than that, as mentioned earlier in the video, check out the chat room. You don't have to be a student to check out the chat room. The chat room is here. You guys can join for just $15 a month. Honestly, it's so cheap. It's honestly too cheap for the value that's here. You guys can always come check out the community, see how the other traders are doing. We have over 10,000 members here in the chat room now. We're very proud of that amount. We did have some people end red, but we have over 10,000 members, as mentioned, in the chat room. So, you got monster traders like this right here, Save, one of the Team House members. You have the mentors, Marcelo, myself, Triad. You have other Team House guys, Tim, Crispy, Calamity. There's a ton of students like SF, and these guys who are doing well, doing better and better. So shout out to the guys, shout out to the team. And, let's keep pushing mighty with a nice 5K right here. Marcelo will be back live streaming on this channel. I might take a vacation in April. I might leave for a full week, no trading at all. If I do, Marcelo will be holding it down. Maybe Tim might come in for one of those days, depending on how things are. But, yeah. Shay red today, 600. Hullis, green day. Way to go. Check out the chat room. Check out the scanners. Code Relentless for 25% off for 6 months. And if you want to become a student, check out Merciless Markets. This is my day trading course that goes from 0 to advanced, showing you every single thing that I know. The curriculum is very good. It's progressive. It's easy to digest. Honestly, I have so many reviews that I have to post to this website. I have at least like 10 reviews people have sent to me by my personal DMs that I have to post to the website. And, testimonials, right? Again, I'm not going to lie, slacked off with the success stories. You know, this is what happens when you go on a vacation. I went on a vacation in January. I came back, I had the flu. This week I have no excuse. This week I should have recorded some this week. There's still tons of people waiting for me to message them to confirm the interview for the success stories, right? And by the way, if you haven't checked out the success story, check out the YouTube channel, right? You're already watching it. Check out the channel here. And all you got to do is really just scroll down. We got a couple episodes up here already. There's some that's also been, we've also posted them to the classes as well. But yeah, you guys can check out the success stories that are here, man. Lucas, we initially started off with just shorter form videos, 10, 15 minutes, just quick background of who the person is, what they're doing. But people have asked for longer episodes, and so we've gotten it, you know, up and up and up. Shout out to Beam. I mean, all the episodes are great. Maybe I think at some point we'll redo BMAC and Lucas so they have a more long and fair interview compared to the others. But the last one was the brothers, and yeah, actually I spoke to one of these guys today. So hey, shout out to you guys, right? Daniel, Dominique, the boys are killing. Jackson is on a 6-month vacation. Jackson, we're looking forward to your return. We know when you return what to expect, man. 5, 10, 15, 20K days. All of these guys, star students, but we have so many more students to add to this list here. But I got to get myself in gear and not slack off, right? So to end it off, coming back to the classes, as mentioned, utilize the coupon code right here, coupon code TEAM for 50% off. For 50% off, one of our biggest discounts. And this will give you guys a ticket, a coupon, a ticket, a code into our next raffle, right? Let's call it a raffle ticket. This will give you a raffle ticket into the next raffle. We're going to be spinning this wheel and we're going to be inviting one lucky student to join us on the experience. You're going to be hanging out with the dream team right here. This right here is what you call the all-star MVPs. You see how the sun is just shining on us? You see, don't think for a second that I just make this stuff up, right? Just see how the sun is shining on us. When you join us, the sun will shine on you too, whoever does win. And we're going to be out here living a good week, living our best lives for that week. We have so many things planned. There's also a private chef that's coming. It's going to be insane, all right? It's going to be next level. So be sure to check it out. And yeah, coupon code TEAM. We'll end off here with our disclaimer. Remember that day trading is, of course, risky business. You guys saw me lose $2,000 yesterday before bouncing back. Trading is risky. It's tough. It's hard, even for a veteran like myself. So heed that warning. If you're new, take it slow. Utilize simulators, small cash accounts, small size. Practice and improve. Become competent before increasing and exposing yourself to risk, a lot of risk, all right? Other than that, remember my results are not typical. And lastly, I do not invest for my subscribers. So be careful of fake Relentless Trader accounts. I will never message you first. Be careful of fake Relentless Trader accounts. Also, another way of telling that accounts are fake on Discord is that the name will not be spelled accurately. Even if it is, just still watch out, be careful. A lot of these guys are using underscores and hyphens and parentheses and numbers in their names trying to copy my profile. So be careful. Do not message them. I will never message you first. I will never ask you to click on a link. I'll never talk about cryptocurrency, any coins, any Bitcoin, any nothing. I will never message you first. If an account has messaged you first, long paragraphs and sentences, it's not me. Even if it's short sentences, it's not me. Just already assume it's not me, and even go as far as to say, hey, Relentless, video call me here, quick 2 minutes, quick 30 seconds, quick 5 seconds. I'll video call every single person before I talk to them, right? So if you even have to video call to know it's me, just say, Relentless, video call me. And I'll video call you. Make sure, even if it's the video call, make sure it's not even fake AI, because people are going so far these days, right? So stay safe, all social media. I do not invest for my subscribers. I do not message anybody first. All right? Hit that thumbs up. It's been RT, your favorite YouTuber here. The day is winding down, and we are out like South.